podcast. Alam mo ba kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng percentage increase? Tara, pag-aralan natin. Ano nga ba ang percentage increase? A percentage increase occurs when a value grows compared to its original amount. It tells you how much the new amount is larger than the original as a proportion of the original value. So merong mangyayaring percentage increase kung ang original amount ay tumaas yung kanyang value. At yung percentage increase ang magsasabi sa atin kung ilang porsyento ng original amount ang itinaas. At para maunawaan natin kung ano nga ba ang percentage increase, pag-aralan natin yung sumusunod na situation. Jason's Bakery sells pandesal for 2 pesos each. Due to rising cost of ingredients, Jason decided to increase the price of pandesal to 2 pesos and 50 centavos each. In this situation, we can say that the original value or the original price of the pandesal is 2 pesos. Samantala, yung new value ng pandesal after kung mag-increase kasi nga mahal na yung mga ingredients ay naging 2 pesos and 50 centavos. Sa makatuwid, 50 cents yung itinaas ng presyo ng aking pandesal. At masasabi natin na yung percentage increase niya ay 25%. Pero baka tanungin nyo saan nakuha or paano nakuha yung 25%. Okay, let me show you kung paano na-compute yung 25%. So gagamitin natin yung ating formula for percentage increase. The formula for percentage increase is this one. Percentage increase equals new value or new price minus original value or sometimes original price. Depende yun sa situation ng problem. And that the difference of that will be divided by the original value. At itong kabuuan ng quantity na to ay imumultiply natin by 100. Okay, so let's try to substitute the given information. So for our new value as indicated here, we have 2 pesos and 50 centavos. Okay, minus the original value which is 2 pesos. And then the difference of that will be divided by the original value which is the 2 pesos. And then, itong quantity na to ay imumultiply natin sa 100. And after doing that, alam naman natin that 2.50 minus 2 is equal to 0.50. All over or over 2. And then, multiply ulit natin siya by 100. And that will give us, anong quotient kapag ka-divide natin yung 0.50 by 2? The result is 0.25. And again, multiply that by 100. And if we are going to multiply 0.25 by 100, move na lang natin yung decimal point twice to the right. 1, 2, so it becomes 25. And since percentage increase yung kinocompute natin, it must be in percent form. So this will be 25%. I-affix lang natin yung percent symbol. Okay, that is the way we compute the percentage increase which is 25%. Okay, pag-aralan naman natin ngayon yung susunod pang topic. That is percentage decrease. Parang opposite to ng percentage increase. Pero ano nga ba ang percentage decrease? Okay, so percentage decrease happens when a value diminishes compared to its original amount. The percentage decrease tells you how much the new amount is smaller than the original as a proportion of the original value. So kapag merong nangyaring pagbaba ng original value, that means merong percentage decrease na nangyari. At yung percentage decrease na yan ang magsasabi sa atin kung ilang porsyento ang ibinaba ng value ng original value. Okay, at para maintindihan din natin yung situation, pag-aralan natin tong situation na inihanda ko para sa inyo. In a public school in Valenzuela, the school canteen used to sell a cup of rice for 10 pesos. Due to the surplus of rice in the region, the canteen decided to reduce the price to 8 pesos to make it more affordable for students. So in this situation, makikita at mapapansin natin na mula sa 10 piso per cup of rice na ibinebenta ng canteen ay bumaba ng 8 pesos. Okay, so here in this situation, the original value of the cup of rice is 10 pesos at nung binabaan nila yung presyo para maging more affordable sa mga estudyante, naging 8 pesos na lang siya. this situation tells us na merong pagbaba ng original value. And the percentage decrease for this situation is 20%. And again, let me show you kung paano nakuha yung 20% as percentage decrease natin. Okay, using our formula, we have percentage decrease is equal to original value minus new value. Take note of this, baka magkamali tayo. Kasi kanina doon sa percentage increase, ang nauna, new value minus original value. Whereas dito naman sa percentage decrease, ang mauuna ay original value minus the new value. Don't be confused about that kasi baka magkabaligtad yung sa inyo. Okay, and then the difference between the original value and the new value will be divided the same with the original value. At ganun din, kung nag-multiply tayo by 100 doon sa percentage increase, ganun din ang gagawin natin sa percentage decrease. And so this will be equal to, pag sinubstitute natin, yung original value dito ay 10 pesos, yung cup of rice, minus the new value which is 8 pesos after nagbaba ng presyo yung canteen. So that is 10 minus 8, and the difference of them will be divided by 10, and don't forget to multiply this quantity by 100. And then, alam naman natin that 10 minus 8 is 2, and then kopyahin lang natin yung denominator na 10, and then multiply din natin siya sa 100. And after that, it will give us, pag divide natin yung 10, yung 2 by 10, the result is 0.2. And again, imumultiply pa natin yan sa 100. And then 0.2 times 100, move na lang natin yung decimal point twice to the right kasi multiplication naman yung operation, and yung multiplier natin ay 100. So it will give us 20. And then that 20 should be in percent form kasi percentage decrease ang pinag-uusapan. So this will be 20%. Pero kailan ba natin malalaman na merong percentage increase o percentage decrease sa isang situation? Okay, pag-aralan natin yung mga sumusunod na words. Kasi makakatulong yung mga indicator na yon, yung words na yon to indicate kung meron bang nangyayaring percentage increase at percentage decrease para hindi rin magkabaligtad or magkamali yung formula natin. Okay, so here we have the words for percentage increase. Ito, syempre, yung word itself na increase, it directly suggests that something has grown in size or amount or value. And also, itong word na rise, pagka nabasa nyo yan sa isang problem, pagka yan yung hinihingi, it suggests percentage increase kasi it is often used to describe growth, especially in prices, temperature, or levels. Ngayon, itong word na growth, syempre, it indicates expansion or upward movement in a quantity. Samantala, ito namang word na gain suggests an addition or improvement in amount or value. And itong appreciation naman commonly used in financial context to describe an increase in the value of assets. Samantalang, itong escalation implies a rapid or significant increase often in cost or levels. And ito namang word na surge describes a sudden and large increase. And also the uptick, a small or slight increase usually in statistics or data trends. Madalas gamitin tong term na to sa stat. Okay, and amplification suggests an increase especially in intensity, volume, or magnitude. Samantala, ito namang word na advancement, it indicates progress or an upward movement often used in the performance or status of a company. So ito yung mga common words na nag-i-indicate na percentage increase ang meron sa isang situation. Ano naman ngayon yung mga common words na pwedeng mag-suggest or mag-indicate na ang situation ay merong percentage decrease? Okay, pag-aralan natin. For percentage decrease naman, the word decrease, of course, number 1 na yan. Pagka nakabasa kayo ng word na decrease, nagsasuggest siya ng percentage decrease. So it directly suggests a reduction in size, amount, or value. Samantala, ito namang drop, often used to describe a reduction, especially in prices, levels, or quantities. Ganun pa man, siya ay nagsasabi pa rin ng pagbaba. Okay, so we have the decline indicates a downward trend or reduction in quantity or value. Samantala, yung reduction suggests a decrease or lowering of something often used in the context like prices or sizes. Ito namang fall describes a decrease, especially in levels or amounts. And the other term is the depreciation. Usually, alam to ng mga magulang nyo, especially if they have their assets. Kasi this word depreciation commonly used in financial context to describe a decrease in the value of an asset over time. So yung mga gamit natin, lalo yung mga sasakyan, pagka tumatagal, lumuluma sila, bumababa yung value nun. Ang tawag dun ay depreciation. And also the word diminish. It implies a gradual decrease in size, importance, or value. Another word that suggests percentage decrease is the word shrink. It indicates a reduction in size or amount, often used in context like sizes, volumes, or population. And we have plummet, describes a sudden and steep decrease usually in numbers or prices. At ito namang pang-sampu na na-research ko, we have the curtailment, refers to the act of reducing or limiting something often in the context of resources or expenditure. Okay, all of these words, itong nandito sa may kanan, suggest percentage decrease. Samantalang ito namang nasa kaliwa, these words suggest percentage increase. Kasi sometimes, hindi percentage increase or hindi percentage decrease ang binabanggit sa problem. But these words will tell you, kapag ito yung mga binanggit sa problem, of course, malalaman natin kung ang problem ba ay, ang situation ng problem ba ay merong percentage increase or percentage decrease. At para naman malaman natin, for example, you are not familiar with these words, paano natin masasabi kung ang isang situation ay merong percentage increase or percentage decrease? Tignan natin yung value. From the original value, kapag tumaas siya, tumaas yung new value, it means there is percentage increase. Yung original value naman, kapag bumaba, yung new value, ang ibig sabihin nun ay meron tayong percentage decrease. Okay, so let's try to study more about this problem. Okay. Subukan natin i-apply yung mga natutunan natin from the words and also from the concept mula sa simula ng ating lesson. Okay, we have the first problem. The price of a notebook increased from 40 pesos to 50 pesos. What is the percentage increase in the price of the notebook? Okay, in this problem, very obvious siya. Bakit? Kasi yung word na increased. So alam na natin na meron tayong percentage increase. And aside from that, may nakalagay talaga what is the percentage increase. At malalaman din natin kasi from 40 pesos tumaas ng 50 pesos. So what is asked in this problem is the percentage increase. And we are provided with the given which are the original value which is 40 pesos. Nag-increase siya ng 50 pesos. So our new value is 50 pesos. And using our formula, substitute lang natin yung mga given information. So this will be equal to, ano nga yung new value natin dito? That is 50 pesos minus our original value is, ilan yun? 40 pesos. And then divide that by the original value which is 40 pesos and this quantity will be multiplied by 100. And then simplify natin 50 minus 40, that gives us 10. And then 10 divided by 40, then multiply din natin siya by 100. And that is equal to, what is the quotient of 10 divided by 40? Okay, the quotient is 0.25. And again, multiply ulit natin yan dito sa 100. And multiplying 0.25 by 100, the result will be 25. And then i-affix natin yung percent symbol kasi percentage increase yung sinosolve natin. Therefore, the percentage increase in the price of the notebook is 25%. So, merong 25% ng 40 ang itinaas kaya siya naging 50 pesos. Okay, another problem. The price of a jacket decreased from 1,200 pesos to 960 pesos during a sale. What is the percentage decrease in the price of the jacket? So, very obvious tong mga problem na to kasi nakalagay talaga na decrease. So, percentage decrease yung pinag-uusapan natin and that is what we are looking for. Yan yung tinatanong sa problem. And the original value as given, we have 1,200 pesos. And after or during a sale, naging 960 pesos na lang yung price ng jacket. So our new value will be 960 pesos. Substitute natin yan sa ating mahiwagang formula. So the original value is 1,200 pesos minus the new value is 960 pesos over 1,200 pesos, that is the original value. Multiply natin siya by 100. And that will give us, ano nga ba yung difference ng 1,200 and 960? That is 240. To be divided by the original value which is 1,200 pesos. And then multiply natin siya sa 100 and that will give us, teka lang, ano nga bang quotient ni 240 pagka dinivide natin siya by 1,200? The result will be, or the quotient will be 0.2. At i-multiply natin siya sa 100. And that is equal to, move natin decimal point, magiging 20 na lang yan and then affix the percent symbol. Therefore, the percentage decrease in the price of the jacket is 20%. Okay, di ba madali lang naman? Huwag lang kayong ma-confuse, baka magkapalit yung formula nyo. Again, yung original value at new value ay nagpapalitan yan, depende kung ang given situation ay percentage increase or percentage decrease. Okay, let's study more problem para mas maging familiar kayo kung paano natin isolve yung mga ganitong problem. Okay, so we have problem number 3. The water level in a river rose from 150 meters to 180 meters after a heavy rain. By what percentage did the water level rise? Okay, so from this situation, bagaman walang sinabing percentage increase or percentage decrease, pero there is word na nag-i-indicate that the situation is asking for the percentage increase kasi yung word na rise. Tinuro ko sa inyo kanina, 'di ba? This is one of the words na nag-i-indicate na ang isang situation ay mayroong percentage increase. So from 150 meters to 180 meters. Pansin din naman natin, mula sa original value, tumaas siya. Okay? At to 180 meters. So the original value here is 150 meters while the new value is 180 meters. And again, using our formula for the percentage increase, i-substitute natin yung new value. Our new value here is 180. So substitute natin minus 150 which is the original value all over 150, our original value. At yung quantity na to ay imumultiply natin by 100. Huwag niyong kalimutan yan. And that will give us, what is 180 minus 150? Of course, that is 30 divided by 150. Bring down lang natin yung denominator na 150 and multiply natin siya by 100. And when we divide 30 by 150, that will give us 0.2. And multiply pa rin natin siya doon sa 100. And after that, yung 0.2, pag minultiply by 100, it will give us 20 and affix the percent symbol. Therefore, the percentage increase in the water level of the river is 20%. Ganun lang kadali mag-solve ng problems involving percentage increase and percentage decrease. Okay, let's study more problem. Problem number 4. The value of a painting appreciated from 5,000 pesos to 6,500 pesos over 5 years. What is the percentage appreciation in the value of the painting? Again, the word appreciation suggests percentage increase. Bagaman di sinabi yung percentage increase, letra por letra, pero this word appreciation is the indicator that we have a percentage increase here. So from the original value, okay, by the way, ang hinahanap sa atin ay percentage increase, and the original value of the painting is 5,000 pesos, while the new value of the painting after 5 years ay 6,500 pesos. At gamit yung ating mahiwagang formula for percentage increase, i-substitute lang natin yung given information. So for the new value which is 6,500 minus the original value which is 5,000 divided by the original value which is 5,000. multiply natin siya by the constant 100 of our formula. And so, this will give us anong difference ng 6,500 minus 5,000. That is 1,500. I-divide natin siya by 5,000. Okay? And then, don't forget, multiply pa rin natin siya by 100. And when we divide 1,500 by 5,000, the result is 0.3. Multiply natin siya by 100 and it will give us 30. And affix natin yung percent symbol. Therefore, the percentage appreciation in the value of the painting is 30%. Madali, mahirap. Okay, madali lang. Okay, another problem. A store offered a reduction in the price of a TV from 15,000 pesos to 12,750 pesos. What is the percentage reduction in the price? And again, since meron tayong clue word dito na reduction, it suggests percentage decrease. So that is what we are looking for. And the original value based from the given here in our problem is 15,000 pesos, and after the reduction, naging 12,750 pesos na lang yung new value. And using our formula for percentage decrease, substitute natin sa original value, which is 15,000 pesos, minus the new value, 12,750 pesos, all over, the original value is 15,000 pesos. And imumultiply natin siya by 100. And that will give us anong difference ng 15,000 and 12,750 pesos. That is 2,250 divided by the original value here is 15,000 pesos. And again, i-multiply natin yung quotient nila by 100. And that gives us ano yung quotient when we divide 2,250 by 15,000. The quotient is 0.15. And again, i-multiply natin siya by 100. And that will give us 15. And affix the percent symbol, so we have 15%. And therefore, the percentage reduction in the price of TV is 15%. As easy as that. Okay, let me give you another problem para mas maging familiar tayo how to identify situation kung nagsasuggest ba ng percentage increase or percentage decrease, as well as pinapractice din natin yung skills paano gamitin yung formula, paano mag-substitute, and how to simplify the given or the values in our formula. So here, a car's value depreciated from 800,000 pesos to 440,000 pesos after 2 years. So nung naging luma na yung sasakyan, mula sa 800,000 pesos na value, naging 440,000 pesos na lang after 2 years. The question is, what is the percentage depreciation in the car's value? So again, meron tayong word na depreciation which suggests that this situation is asking for the percentage decrease. And so, the original value of the car is 800,000 pesos while the new value of this is 440,000 pesos. Use the formula for solving the percentage decrease and then substitute lang natin siya. The original value of the car is 800,000 pesos minus its new value after the depreciation, it becomes 440,000 na lang. And that will be divided by 800,000 pesos, our original value. And this quantity, again, i-multiply natin siya by 100. And then, this is equal to, anong difference natin? Pagka minus si 800,000 pesos, minus ni 440,000 pesos. That is 360,000 over 800,000. Times natin siya by 100. And dividing 360,000 by 800,000 will give us 0.45, which will then be multiplied again by 100. And then, kapag binultiply natin yung 0.45 by 100, the result is 45, and then affix natin yung percent symbol, and therefore, the percentage depreciation in the car's value is 45%. That is the reason why yung mga second-hand na mga gamit na mga sasakyan ay bumababa yung presyo kapag ibinenta na kasi merong tinatawag na depreciation. Okay? Siyempre, sino ba namang bibili kung second hand na or kung luma na yung sasakyan tapos mas lalong nagmahal? Okay, so parang ginto. Anyway, subukan nating pag-aralan yung susunod na problem. Okay, so problem number 7. During a sale, the number of customers at a store surged from 120 to 180. What was the percentage surge in the customer? So kapag ka nagsisale talaga, sa mall man yan o sa ukay-ukay or kung saan man, merong pagdami ng mga customer. Okay, biglang dami yan ha kasi nag-sale. So from 120 to 180 na customer ang nadagdag o ang naging changes ng number of customers. So it suggests percentage increase kasi nga yung word na surge, isa yan sa mga word na nag-i-indicate that the given situation is or suggest percentage increase. And the original value here, yung regular number of customer na nasa mall or na nasa store ay 120 lang. Tapos nung nag-sale sila, naging 180 kasi nga naging mura yung mga bilihin. And so, since we are looking for the percentage increase, substitute lang natin siya gamit dito gamit ang ating formula. And so, the new value is 180 minus the original value which is 120 over 120. Multiply natin siya by 100. And this will be equal to the difference of 180 and 120 is 60 over 120. And again, i-multiply natin siya by 100. And this is equal to, anong quotient when we divide 60 by 120? Of course, that is 0.5 kasi half ng 120 is 60. And then, multiply natin siya by 100. And that gives us, pagka minultiply si 0.5 by 100, it becomes 50. And then, affix natin yung percent symbol. So, the percentage surge in customers is 50%. So, tumaas ng kalahati. Mula 120 na customer, yung idinagdag niya ay kalahati ng 120, kaya naging 180 na yung customer natin. So, the percentage increase is 50%. Let me give you one more problem bago tayo matapos sa video ito. Okay, so we have the number of visitors to a museum fell from 500 to 480 in 1 week. So, bumaba yung number of visitors sa isang museum. What is the percentage fall in the number of visitors? Again, meron tayo ditong isang indicator, isang word na nag-i-indicate that this situation is suggesting a percentage decrease. So, the percentage decrease is the unknown or that is what we are looking for, and the original value from the given is 500, number of visitors naging 480 na lang. So that is the new value. And using our formula for percentage decrease, we have to substitute the given original value which is 500 minus the new value which is only 480 na lang. Kumonti yung visitors nila. And that will be divided by 500 times the constant of our equation or of our formula which is 100, and then that will give us what is 500 minus 480. That is 20 divided by 500 times 100. And that is equal to, pag dinivide natin yung 20 by 500, the result is 0.04. And i-multiply natin siya sa 100. And if we multiply 0.04 by 100, it will give us 4. And then, i-affix natin yung percent symbol, and therefore, the percentage fall in the number of visitors is 4%. Okay? So, ganun lang kadali mag-solve, mag-identify ng situation kung percentage increase ba or percentage decrease yung nasa isang situation. Ganun lang din kadali gamitin yung ating mga formulas. Okay? And then, yung pag-simplify ng ating formula ng mga value dito, kailangan ma-master nyo rin yung basic operations in mathematics. Okay? So, to try your understanding, you have to answer these 5 problems that I prepared for you para naman magkaroon tayo ng, para magkaroon kayo ng sariling diskarte kung paano nyo isolve tong problem na to. Okay? I hope you learned something from this lesson, and may pakisuyo ako sa inyo. Kung meron kayong mga Gmail account, you may subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ang pangalan ay Jason Loayon lang din. And also to my page, Let's Talk About Math. Paki-follow, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening and have a nice day.